I wish I was a guru. What does a guru look like? We sometimes, I think, undervalue the level of learning and the subtlety of the learning that we do in Toastmasters.
Sharon, that's brilliant. You're after giving some lovely tips. This is the talk show for Toastmasters and would-be Toastmasters. Now, if you've ever wondered what Toastmasters is all about, this is the show to listen to.
Tune in at 8 p.m. every Friday for the Talk Show for Talkers with Ted Malamphy and Sharon O'Neill.
Welcome back, Toastmasters, and as mentioned at the top of the show, we have a lovely little piece for you now, because this is an interview that we did with your D71 champion, who will be doing his utmost and his bestmost on behalf of all of us in Washington, D.C., because we know he's going to do a great job. This is an interview that we did with him immediately after he was crowned District 71 champion. So listen to this, learn a little bit more about our champion, and also there's a nice piece at the end. Enjoy. We have a special guest for all of you out there. This gentleman has just won District 71 Speaker of the Year, and he will be representing District 71 in Washington in August of this year. Simon Scriver, you are so welcome to the Talk Show for Talkers.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And since I've just got you now, Simon, what's the feeling like?
Still sinking in. I still can't really believe it. It's amazing. You know, I'm really satisfied that I gave a good speech, the best speech I could. You know, I didn't fluff my lines. It was as good as I get.
Oh, it must have been you. There were 8 other people there in that competition with you.
Yeah, and what tough competition. I mean, every single one of those speeches, I was like, wow, they could actually take it. They could easily beat me. So I hoped to place. I hoped to get top 3. And then I heard the 3rd place and the 2nd place, and I was like, no, that's it. I'm gone.
Yeah.
And then to be the winner, now I'm going to DC, it was just amazing. And so it's just been people coming up and talking to me, congratulating me, people who've helped me along the way, people from my club, and just, you know, I'm as speechless as a Toastmaster gets, which is not very speechless.
Yeah, I think, well, as being one of the people to have been privileged in the room when you were giving your speech, and as you said, all the competition every year, the progress that people are making and the competition level seems to be going up every year. But I really enjoyed your speech.
Thank you very much.
And of course I had a sneak preview because I had been up at your division contest in the Red Cow.
Yeah.
And I saw you give that speech and I said, this is a young man we'll have to keep our eye on.
Yeah.
So well done.
Thank you very much.
Well done. And since you're speaking about clubs, Simon, your club is?
Dublin Toastmasters.
Dublin Toastmasters.
The oldest club in Ireland.
Yeah, and I'm in the 2nd oldest club, Blarney Club.
Oh, yeah?
So, don't think you're going to get away that easy with passing a remark
I'll watch
like
my
that.
back.
Yeah. So, how did you get into Toastmasters?
So it's only coming up to 5 years ago, and I work in fundraising. I work for charities, helping them fundraise, and so someone asked me to do a training session, you know, and asked would I be willing to stand in front of a room of 15, 20 people and train them, and I said yes. And then I came away from the conversation and was like, I've never done that before. I don't know what I'm doing. Like most people, the thoughts of standing up in front of people just scared me witless. So a couple of friends had suggested Toastmasters. I knew nothing about it. And I went to one of the clubs in Dublin and was blown away by, firstly, how weird it is. It's such a weird setup. I've never seen anything like it. But then it was mainly the positivity. You know, people were clapping after every time someone spoke. People were coming up to me and introducing themselves. You know, words of support. Just really good people. And I thought this is something I need to keep coming back to.
Yeah, superb. What has been the greatest benefit to you?
It's just changed my career. I mean, my training session went ahead with 15 to 20 people, and because of the help of Toastmasters, I got invited back, and then that slowly grew. I started getting invited to bigger training sessions. I started getting paid to do training sessions.
Excellent.
And I started getting flown out to other countries to speak. I mean, I flew to Ireland from Canada yesterday.
I saw that on an email.
Yeah, I was in Canada speaking at an event, and I was flown out for that, you know, and that's. So I got to see some of Toronto. I got to meet some amazing people that I wouldn't have got to meet.
Fantastic.
So it's completely changed my career, and I love it. It's fantastic.
That's brilliant. What has been your biggest Toastmaster challenge?
I think the fear is a standard one for everyone, trying to get over that fear. But I think a lot of Toastmasters is really against me naturally. You know, I wouldn't naturally get up in front of a room full of people. I've said to you before about my voice is naturally quite monotone and quite boring. And if you want to do a good speech, you have to overcome that. So I think the challenge is when you're on stage, it's already scary, but in your head, you've got all these things that, okay, I have to remember to use my hands. I have to remember to not shuffle my feet. I have to remember to work on my voice. So all of that running at the same time, that's tough.
That is a challenge. Yeah, that is a challenge. What would you change?
In me or in Toastmasters?
In Toastmasters.
I mean, maybe it's controversial, but I see like Toastmasters going very much down the leadership route, and they're talking more and more about leadership and management. And I mean, that's not what attracted me. What attracted me was this public speaking. And I think for a lot of people, it's still public speaking. And so it's not something I would necessarily change, but it's something I'm aware of. I want to see what this new education program they have lined up. Are they taking it too far away from, not too far away, but are they focusing too much on management? Because management and leadership is fine, but that's not what I associate with Toastmasters. Toastmasters for me is public speaking.
It's a good point. And in actual fact, Mohammed Murad, our past international president, or immediate past international president, was making that point that when he joined Toastmasters, it was all about communication, how to speak, how to get the word across. And he said it was only later that we discovered that we had this leadership thing coming. So that's a very relevant point you made. And what keeps you coming back?
I love it. It still helps. I mean, for a start, it's your own public speaking. I notice if I miss 2 or 3 meetings and I come back, I'm a worse public speaker.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a muscle that you kind of need to keep
the memory
working
muscle.
on. Yeah, and that's the big thing. But really, the main thing that keeps me going to meetings, even if I don't speak, is it's entertaining. You know, every meeting you go to and you see people do speeches on the most bizarre, random things. And it's like going to a cinema and not knowing what movie you're going to see. You come in and someone's doing a speech about DVDs, someone's doing a speech about Spain, someone's doing a speech about how to make people redundant. It's the craziest mix of speeches, and you never know what you're going to get. So for me, it's an entertaining. Generally, at Thursday night I go. It's an entertaining Thursday.
It is. And what do you charge to get into your club?
We just €5.
Isn't it fantastic entertainment for a £5?
It's crazy, and I mean, there's cheaper clubs, and I remember going. You know, this is really sad, but whenever I go to other countries, I like to pop into Toastmasters clubs to see how they do it, and you meet proper local people. And I remember going to the ones in the States, and they didn't charge you anything. And
Interesting.
And I couldn't believe it. And it's like, so if you have a club near you where they don't charge or €5 is nothing, you go and you get, a good couple hours of solid entertainment. You meet great people and you learn stuff.
Yeah, and you mentioned something there. Actually, you said this might sound sad. I think that's fantastic. Because what you're doing is that, particularly when you're away, even if you are on holiday, you're going into a Toastmasters club. We're all speaking from the same agenda, no matter what part of the world we're in. But the whole dynamic of the club could be completely different.
Absolutely. No, it's good. I mean, it's not too sad. It's a bit nerdy to spend your holiday, going to a Toastmasters club. But it's great. I love it.
I think it's fantastic.
You get something out of it. And you meet proper local people who are blown away that you've come to visit their club.
Exactly. And you mentioned that you work for a charity. By all means, mention the charity and tell us how we can get in touch with you, where we will be able to make donations to that charity.
Thank you very much. So I work for a charity called 1 in 4. So we work with people who were sexually abused as children, and we help them through the legal system, and we give them therapy and whatever support they need. And we have a waiting list at the moment of people who've reached out for support, and we can't give it to them because we don't have the resources. So my job is to bring in the money, and that's what I do with most of my time. And people can donate if they want to and read more about it and even get support at our website, which is 1in4.ie. That's all letters, 1in4.ie. And absolutely, if anyone wants to get involved or help me, my email address is simon@1in4.ie.
So you heard that now, Toastmasters, Simon at 1in4.ie. .ie. And when you say 1 in 4, is it ONE or 1?
ONE, so all letters.
It's all letters.
All letters, 1 in 4.ie, and you'll find us. Or just Google 1 in 4 Ireland and you'll find us.
It sounds like a fantastic cause, because this is just something that just does not happen in Ireland. We know that it happens all over the world. I think it's a fantastic charity, and we wish you all the success, not just in Washington, but also with your career in 1 in 4, because that's a very noble thing for you to be doing, sir.
Thank you very much. I love it. The people I work with who actually offer the support, I just bring in the money, but the people who do the work, they're some of the most amazing people I've ever met, and I'm really proud to work with it. And yeah, I mean, everyone who comes to get involved with us is usually blown away, and so hopefully your listeners will give us the opportunity to show them what we do.
Well, we feel very proud that you sat in with us today for this interview, and you actually you're a humble young man, because you mentioned things here where you kind of, you don't want to take any of the glory. I love the way this man says, I just bring in the money. If everybody could look at it that way, and when this fella's talking about money, we're not talking about small money, we're talking about as much money as we can bring in. So Toastmasters out there, 1 in 4, Simon Scriver, he will be representing District 71 in Washington. So all of you people in America who tune into this show, watch out for this young man when he gets to America, because he's going to blow you away. So Simon, thank you for being a fantastic guest on the Talk Show for Talk.
Thank you so much for having me. I love it. I love what you do. Thank you.
Well done.
Hi, this is David Coig, Division A Director. I'd like to wish Simon the very best of luck at the International Speech Contest in Washington. I know you'll do District 71 proud.
Hello Simon, this is Billy Daly, Division D Director. I've seen your speech in Dublin, thought it was brilliant. Seen your speech in Limerick, even better. On behalf of Division D, I want you to know that you have the full support, everyone is behind you, and wish you the best of luck in Washington. We really hope that you can make it a triad, a win in Dublin, win in Limerick, and a win in Washington. So the best of luck on your endeavours, and we're all supporting you. Good luck. Bye.
Hi Simon, it's Peter Kane, the Division C Director. I'm sending this message on behalf of every member in Division C, wishing you the very best as you represent District 71 in the International Speech Contest semi-final at the International Convention in Washington. We really hope that you're successful and that we will be cheering you on in the International Speech Contest final, which will be held on Saturday the 13th. Once again, Simon, from everyone in Division C, the very best of luck. Bye.
Hi Simon, on behalf of Division S, I wish you all the very best in DC. We're very, very proud of you, and I hope that you enjoy yourself and that you channel your inner nugget, and that we can, in a couple of weeks' time, see your winning speech. All the very best. Be yourself.
Hello Simon, my name is Anne Ruan, Division F. On behalf of everyone here, we wish you all the very best of luck in Washington.
Peter Redmond here, Division M Director. Simon, we know you're going to do a fantastic job, and we're all so very proud of you here in Division M. Very best of luck.